Warren Buffett just predicted the next stock market crash that is going to affect you in a big way. Let's get into it. So here we are, and we can see that leading investor Warren Buffett predicted a hike of 100 BPS in the interest rate by the Federal Reserve of America this week. Now that meeting is going to be tomorrow, or the day that you're seeing this. That number will be revealed to you guys. Something that you guys need to know is that a normal rate hike, or something that we are expecting, it's not exactly normal, but what we're expecting is 75 BPS. If we do get 100 BPS, that would not be good for the American stock market, the American economy, or anything of that nature. Now, it could be good in some people's eyes because we need to fight inflation, and this is how you fight inflation, is by raising interest rates, and that is what Warren Buffett has been saying. He says that we need to raise interest rates just because of simple economics. Our inflation is too high. We need to combat inflation with rising interest rates, and then also stop printing money. But that's what Warren Buffett has said. Most leading analysts in the economic world have been saying that 75 BPS is most likely what we're going to get, and we won't be too surprised if we get that. However, if we get 100 BPS, like Warren Buffett says, this would be complete mayhem in the economic and stock market. The Federal Reserve is concerned about the red hot inflation. That is something that everyone should know at this point. If you follow any type of economic influencer, Warren Buffett, anyone in economics, you should know that the Federal Reserve is concerned by this red hot inflation. Now, we discuss all of this stuff every single day in our private Discord. We also have a free section in this Discord, so you guys can actually join with the first link in the description, and we do a lot of stock options. You can see some of our plays here. We had a 550% play, a 30, 40, 100% play, and we get 100% plays almost every single day. You can see here, just last week we had a 200% play, 125% play, and yeah, so if you guys are interested in that, we do have a free section where you guys can chat as well as get free alerts, about one a day, and then we also have a premium section if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, join that if you guys want to hear all of our thoughts on the kind of what's going on in the financial markets right now. But anyways, let's go on to the next, what Warren Buffett is actually doing about this. So Warren Buffett pivots to US Treasuries, a bad omen for Bitcoin price. We're not going to be talking about Bitcoin, but we will talk about Warren Buffett and what he's doing. So what Warren Buffett is doing is that he's putting most of Berkshire Hathaway's cash in short-term United States Treasury bills. Now they offer about 3.27% in yield. So that means if you for however long that contract is, he will get 3.2% back, 27% back, which is extremely good for US Treasury bills. But yeah, Treasury bills are basically US backed securities that mature in less than a year. Investors prefer them over money market funds and certificates of deposit because of their tax benefits. Berkshire's net cash position was $105 billion as of June 30th, out of which about $75 billion, or 60%, was held in T-bills or Treasury bills, up from $58 billion at the beginning of 2022. So as these percentages go up in terms of yields, Berkshire Hathaway or Warren Buffett has started to put more money in them because it just is safer than, say, investing in stocks, especially this year. We all know that. But yeah, the move was likely a response to bond yields jumping massively since August 2021 in wake of the Federal Reserve's hawkish policies aimed at curbing inflation, which was about 8.4% in July. For instance, the 3-month US Treasury bill returned a 2.8% yield on August 22nd, compared to a near zero yield a year ago. So yeah, basically this Treasury bill is going up extremely, and the stock market has been going down. This is something we all know. But yeah, I mean, meanwhile, non-yielding assets like gold and Bitcoin have dropped by 2.5% and 57% respectively since August 2021, and the US stock market lost about 7.5% in the same period. So yeah, basically Warren Buffett right now is moving all of his money into Treasury yields, and that is because they are just netting the most efficient, probably most safe investment for Warren Buffett at this time. And when you're managing that amount of money, you're going to put a lot into these yields, especially when they're doing that well. But yeah, let's talk about what we're going to expect today. Now, once you see this video, we'll already have that news. Just look up basically stock market rates, and you'll be able to see on Twitter what the Federal Reserve actually did. You can see here that the federal funds rate is probably going to be in a range from 3% to 3.25%, from a current range of 2.25 to 2.50%. This would mark the third straight 75 basis point rate hike since June, bringing the rates to the highest level since 2008. So this would make our rates at this moment the highest since 2008, when we had that big financial recession. So basically, Warren Buffett, recession, stock market crash, most likely going to be correct here. Now, is the stock market going to crash tomorrow? No, I do not believe so. I don't think anyone really thinks that. However, if we continue on this way and we do get 100 BPS basis point rate hike, they say that we're going to get 75 basis point. That's kind of the consensus, but Warren Buffett says possibly 100. If we get 100, that could be very detrimental. It could be anywhere from a 3 to 5% drop in the S&P and overall Dow Jones, everything. So that's just something we have to keep our eye on. And as Wall Street awaits the meeting outcome, the benchmark US 10-year Treasury remains well above 3.5% and its highest level since 2011, while the 2-year Treasury note is racing towards 4%. So this is why Warren Buffett has put in all his money into these Treasury notes, because they're doing so well. But let's go over my thoughts on the technicals of all of this. And you can see here, right before we get into that, if you guys want to start trading stocks, investing in stocks, you can do that with Webull with the second link in the description. You're going to get up to 12 free fractional shares valued up to $30,600. All you have to do is deposit 1 cent on Webull, and you're going to get up to $30,000 worth of free stocks. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and get joined up with Webull at the second link in the description. Start investing in stocks. It's a great thing to do. But anyways, join the Discord at the first link in the description. And now we are here with SPY. So if you guys don't know, SPY is going to be the S&P 500 and what you can invest in on all of your apps, whether it's Webull, whether it's Robinhood, Fidelity, whatever you have. But this is what happened today. So we opened up in the red. We are at 388, and we're honestly pretty bullish going into last Friday. We opened up pretty red this morning, and we dropped all the way to about 383. We raced back up to about 385, and then we had a pretty bearish day for the rest of the day, going back down to 381. We had a strong end to the day before a little bit of a drop off right before. I would expect when you see this video in the morning to see a SPY below $380, especially if we have a 75 basis point hike or a 100 basis point hike. Either way, I'm in puts currently. You guys can see that in our Discord with the first link in the description. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting, is to see the SPY in the red, probably below $380 tomorrow. That's my predictions. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Make sure you guys join our Discord with the first link in the description. Get your free stocks with the second link in the description. Leave a comment if you have any questions or concerns, and also leave a like and subscribe, as it really helps with the growth of the channel. I'm Zach with Finance Bro. Take it easy.